Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. That's me. How's everyone doing out there in YouTube land? Hello, world. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Wild Wednesday with your host, PG. All right, y'all, let's get live and let's get right into it. That's right. We got a little bit to talk about, folks. A little bit to talk about. I'm going to start off with thanking everyone, all of my loyal YouTube subscribers, all of my loyal listeners, my Happen In listeners and people from all around. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, my channel would not exist. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that you are all social distancing as best as you can. And I hope that everyone is practicing good safety measures in regards to your own health and safety and well being for you, as well as your loved ones, family, friends, and coworkers. Do me a favor, don't forget to like and share this vlog. Definitely smack that thumbs up button so that you can continue to help me, help myself to increase the views and give out good content here on my channel. Thanks again for tuning in, and you are listening to PG with Unapologetic Tea Time, and it is Wild Wednesday this evening. First up, I'd like to talk about, I want to announce a PSA, public service announcement. This is the first thing that I'm going to get off of uh, my clipboard here is if you if you are an avid supporter of the Cheeto in chief, the dotard in chief, the buffoon in chief, that aka supposedly the president of the United States, I warn you, and I might suggest to you that you not take any medication that this man touts as being something of substance. And please don't drink the Clorox or the Pine Sol or whatever else he said some weeks back. And now he's touting that supposedly he has been prescribed hydroxychloroquine. Please hear me clearly. That drug has not been approved for preventing COVID-19. It is known to aid in lupus patients, arthritis patients, malaria, and some other health issues, but definitely not what we're facing, this novel virus, COVID-19. So please do yourself a favor. Please do not take this thinking that this is going to make you all better and safeguard you against this deadly pandemic that we have going on here in the US and around the globe. That is just my suggestion to you. You do not have to take that suggestion, but I'm going to definitely, on my channel, do my due diligence to try to reach out to the masses and to try to keep people as safe as possible with good information that you can back up. So, with that being said, I'm going to continue to move on. I've said it, I've put it out there. You know, you do you, and I'm going to continue to do me. And I'm damn sure not going to take hydroxychloroquine. I'm not going to throw some bleach down my throat, nor am I going to mix a cocktail of bleach and Pine Sol or alcohol or whatever else. I'm not going to do it. So hopefully that you won't either. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I put this out here so that everyone can hear. Don't do it. Don't do it. I had a couple of texts a couple of days ago and asked, hey, PG, or hey, Pat, or whatever, do you think the president is really taking hydroxychloroquine? I said, well, he's pretty damn stupid, so probably. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care whether he takes it or not. I don't care. But he's probably, I don't know. I don't know why he would want to take it, knowing that the dangers. I don't know what physician would even think about prescribing such to this person. I don't know. If it were me, if I was sitting on the medical board or the sanctioning board, I would probably be trying to sanction them and probably trying to go against their licensures so that they would not do that to anyone else. Any doctor has to take an oath, and part of that oath is to do no harm. And especially when you know something is not going to be of benefit to a human being, you are to do your due diligence as a physician not to do any harm or administer anything that would do harm, bodily harm, mental harm, physical harm, or whatever. And it's a little disappointing to know that you have physicians out here that's doing God knows what. But I am hopeful that they will see the light of day and they will be severely reprimanded for some of the things that they're trying to do right now concerning this novel virus that we have going on. But anyway, folks, I'm going to get off of that subject because it really infuriates me and it will raise my blood pressure if I think about it too long. So I'm not going to do that. Again, I hope you're all as well as you can be and doing good with whatever it is that you are doing. I hope that you are seeing your way through this as best as you can and providing for you and or your family or both, and taking things one day at a time and not trying to pile, as we always say, piling too much up on our plate at one time, because definitely now is not the time to have extra stressors added to the already everyday stressors that we're all starting to feel or have been experiencing. So I hope that you can take it easy. Definitely, please, I ask each and every one of you to do the PG a favor and practice self-care. Practice self-care. Sometimes we have to let go and let God, or we have to let go and let a higher being or higher will take over and move in their own time and not our time. And especially right now, practice self-care, get the proper rest that you need. Try to eat a balanced diet if you can. Try to get some type of exercise, whether it's a little bit of walking, a little bit of jogging, maybe both. Stretching, maybe some jumping jacks, maybe some deep knee bends, whatever it is, to try to combat some of the uh, sedentary modes that we've gotten in, not having to get out and do the hustle and bustle of going into work. Some of us have the privilege of working from home and what have you. So definitely you want to practice that self-care. When you're not feeling so well or you're in a particular mood or funk or whatever, and it doesn't seem to go away, please, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, Mental Health Month. And I have been open and honest with everyone here on my channel that I do suffer from a mental illness diagnosis. And I work hard to keep myself in check. I do take a daily medication, one medication, and I also have to enlist a lot of times my coping skills that I've learned through therapy and what have you in order to be able to get through some days. But I say that to say this, um, let's all try to work on the stigma that has crippled some people into not getting the care that they need through therapy or they need through therapeutic medications and what have you, because they are in fear that society is going to label them. Well, I would much rather society label me than to do bodily harm to myself or bodily harm to someone else when I've had enough, I've had my fill, and I can't turn anywhere else, and I turn to something that will land me in a world of trouble, um, and perhaps injure others and or myself or both. So let's try to curtail the stigma of mental illness because there is help available. Right now, yes, it is a little bit harder, um, to find the necessary treatments, but they're out there. Sometimes we may have to enlist what we know as video therapy and telemedicine or telemed, which means basically you do a Skype call or some type of Zoom call or Loom call or whatever, in order to be able to talk to a physician or a physician's assistant or a nurse practitioner of some sort. But don't neglect yourself from getting the proper care that you need, because it is definitely vital and it is definitely important that you do so, especially now more than ever. We have a lot to deal with. And some people, um, of course, will say that they're strong and will continue to um, muster out, with the courage and stomp through it. But, you know, even iron wears out over a long period of time. The tensile strength will start to give way a little bit, once it becomes damaged or what have you. It's not as strong as it once was. So please seek out whatever it is that you need in order to help yourself um, sustain and be in good health, good mental health, as well as good physical health. Um, because you just don't want to let things go and let things just continue to pile up on you and you not do anything about it, because it could be very detrimental to you, um, so much so until some people will reach the point of no return. Um, so, like I'm saying right now, is do yourself a favor. If you have a family member or a friend or what have you, or coworker or neighbor or loved one or someone that you really care about or perhaps is concerned about, then phone them, you know, talk to them. Just because we're social distancing right now, y'all, does not mean that we have to isolate ourselves and not call, not text, and check up on people, because we still should continue to do that. We have more ways to communicate these days than we ever have before. So let's continue to do that. We may not be able to do the physical, but we definitely can do the virtual, you know, even if it means driving by and tooting your horn out in the driveway and that person coming to the door and talking to you out in the yard and you staying in your vehicle. It's better than no visit at all. It's better than no human contact at all. So you definitely want to do what it is that you can do to maintain good mental health. And again, please do not shy away from when you don't feel right, when you know certain things, because our body will tell us, our mind will tell us. It's a very complex um, machine, but it will send signals and it will let us know when something doesn't feel right. You have that intuition. It's like it's built in. So definitely reach out to someone. Your primary care physician is a good start right there. And from there, a lot of times you can go from there, and in a matter of a few months or so, um, you're much better and things subside and you're okay. But don't let it continue, because it'll take even longer, and you never know, how deep something is. And if you let it just continue to go, then you're doing yourself more harm than good. All right, folks. I want to leave that right there with you. And again, to remind you all that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, or Mental Health Month. So definitely um, take some time out for yourself, take some me time, assess your situation. And if you haven't been feeling up to par and you know that something's not quite right with you, seek some help, seek some medical attention, and, talk it out, or whatever it is you need to do for your own self. You'll be glad that you did. Um, I don't know about y'all, but I'm in the state of Georgia, and today was quite of a chilly day. I must say, it was in the low 50s here with a little bit of wind, which was quite surprising. Middle of May with those kind of temperatures in the South. But I mean, hey, it rained yesterday. It rained a little bit this morning. It rained during the night a little. And it was supposed to, actually, the sun was supposed to come out a little bit later on this afternoon, but it never did. It remained quite cloudy and quite chilly and a little bit windy. And then towards the latter part of the evening, 5:30, 6 o'clock on to 7ish, I went back out. I had to go to the garage for something and to my truck. And I noticed it was still misting rain. So I don't know what's up with this kind of weather, but anyway, it is what it is. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Glad to see that you have tuned in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so I don't know where you guys are, but anyway, I was just talking about the kind of strange weather that we were having today here in Georgia, being in the low 50s with a little bit of a wind from the north. And it was a little bit chilly, especially when we've had near 80-degree weather and high 70s all last week. And for the first couple of times during earlier this week, we were almost in the 80s, and today in the 50s. Hello, Miss Monique. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Um, but yeah, the other thing, folks, I want to talk about briefly is the fact that some people, I've learned, still saying that they have not gotten their stimulus checks or their stimulus payments or deposits or what have you. And definitely, I learned that the IRS.gov has implemented phone operators to field phone calls to answer questions about perhaps where your stimulus check may be, or your stimulus payment, because now I understand, I just read that they are actually sending checks, and some people will be getting a debit card. So I don't know. I'm doing well. I can't complain. I just can't complain. Thank you. I'm trying to take each day as it comes and deal with only that day and not worry about the next day. I'm learning to do that. If anything, this catastrophe that the world is in um, has taught me even more patience. I guess I could say with that. Um, I'm trying to practice good patience and trying to do my part, but yeah, it's made me sit and listen just a little bit closer and just a little bit more, um, just a little bit more, just to sit and just to be still for for a little while. And there's nothing wrong with being still and listening. You don't have to say anything, just sit and be still. Um, and you'd be surprised the things that will come to you and the things that you will learn, and the things that you will hear just sitting and being quiet. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. That's what I'm doing. I can't complain either, Miss Monique and Aaron. I just, God is good still, and He is continuously blessing me. Um, as I continue to try to be a blessing to others, He continuously blesses me. So I can't complain, y'all. I really can't. But yeah, back on the IRS's plan, they have started giving out prepaid debit cards, sending those out to people. I'm not certain as to why they're sending them out because I really could not um, see any explanation. Having gone to their website, having gone to a couple of the other sites that I would normally go to get substantial good information, but all I could find was that's what they're doing. So if you know someone who has not received their payment or whatever, or is looking for their payment, again, the IRS has um, implemented operators to field phone calls from consumers about where their stimulus payments are. And I don't know how long it'll probably take a person to get through on the phone, but I'm sure it'll be a little while. But if you're patient enough and working like a job, I guess sooner or later you will get through to a human and be able to perhaps ask the questions that you might have. I got a text today, y'all. Someone texted me and asked that if I thought that there would be another stimulus package. Um, my answer to that, guys and gals, boys and girls, is yes. I think that there will be another stimulus package, but what the package, I was into reading the bill just a little bit, that they were trying to um, sent over to the Senate from the House of Representatives, and it had a lot of extra stuff in it. I'm not gonna lie. I call it like I see it: an ace, a spade, a spade. But will there be another stimulus package? Yes. What it's going to consist of? I'm not quite sure yet, because we already know that the Republicans want to take the wait and see approach. They kind of want to wait and see how effective the first stimulus package has been. And I can say, this is my opinion. You're listening to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. I don't give a damn. It was very ineffective, in my opinion. They screwed up the Paycheck Protection Program. They screwed up the EIDL loan programs. They they screwed up trying to send people the $1,200. Some people got it. Some people still looking. It was just a lot. And the reason why a lot of this was screwed up was because they were trying, y'all, to do as best they could with what they had to work with, not having ever had to do this before in such a grandiose scale. Now, with that being said, um, we already know that the Cheeto in chief, the dotard in chief, the buffoon in chief, and just the already also known as the fool in chief himself wants to let the U.S. Postal Service go under, and B, he wants a tax credit. Okay, I can see the tax credit, but people are going to need more. The working class people are going to need more than a tax credit. You still have people who are unemployed. You're going to still have people that are going to be unemployed for a lovely while. Okay. And to get a tax credit and you're unemployed is not going to put that food on your table, nor is it going to pay your mortgage, your rent, your utilities, your car note, and whatever else you have to pay. So I'm hopeful there probably will not be a cross the board monthly kick out of a check or whatever, or disbursement to the citizens of our great nation. There'll probably be at least another one-time payment, or I could actually see another, perhaps two one-time payments here in the near future. But of course, this is me saying this and just going by the good old numbers and the statistics, and looking at the big picture of things. Definitely they're going to have to do something else to aid the people and to aid these states that are about to go bankrupt. Now, we already know that Tricky Dick Mitch McConnell wants to let the states go bankrupt. I wish that he would go in a hole and just disappear, and get his ass on out of there because he's holding up progress. But hey, that's me. The other thing is we have to watch and be very careful about the very near future, how this is all going to tie in with the election that is coming, that's fast approaching actually in November, because when we look at it, we're almost into the month of June. We really have what, 11 more days, shall we say, and we will be, or 12 days, and we will be into the month of June. Half of the year will be gone already. So it is very critical that the Democrats and the Republicans in both entities work together, on a partisan level, but yet they both have to get out of this particular upcoming stimulus package that is going to be worked on next week after they come back from the Memorial Day break. Each party is going to insert things that they feel is very necessary and viable, and neither one, I'm afraid, is going to give much. So it's going to be a tough uphill battle for this next stimulus package, and for everybody to get some of what they want, because they definitely not going to get all of what they're wanting, and also put in a few things that the Cheeto man wants, in order to get him to sign it. So it's going to be critical. It's going to be crucial. And again, I want to say to everyone that is listening now and folks that will be listening in the future, definitely with open early voting that has began in some areas and what have you, you definitely, for the primaries, definitely however you want to call it, however you want to do it, you definitely need to make your way to the polls, fill out for that absentee ballot, and submit by absentee ballot. Do whatever is necessary because it is critical and crucial these next 4 years of our future. Basically, I'm going to put it this way, our lives basically depend on it. You know, again, do not, my public service announcement that was at the very beginning of my broadcast, do not take hydroxychloroquine. That's my public service announcement. I don't give a damn who touts it as a good drug or whatever. Cheeto Man can continue to take it. I don't care. Y'all don't take it. Don't take it. People have died taking this medication. It is not proven to do any good for this novel virus that we have that's going on right now. So with that being said, you know, just do whatever you feel, but I'm just warning you and I'm just putting it out here to the masses. It is not safe. And why any doctor would risk their license or risk sanctioning, as the president of the United States, you have the best afforded health care and medical attention that anyone can get. And who in their right mind will prescribe this drug? Now, I think, here's the thing, y'all. I think they prescribed it. Okay, some money was exchanged somewhere. They prescribed it, but he's not taking it. See, this man is not as foolish as he wants the public to think he is. He's not. It's all about the election. Okay. And while he touts this drug, then that is used as a distractor. Okay. The news media and everyone will gobble that up, and that's all we'll talk about for the next 2 weeks or so. I don't give a damn whether he takes it, swallows it, if his whole family takes. I don't care. I don't care what happens to him. I don't care. But to be honest, I don't think he's taking it. No, not at all. But with that being said, hey, again, you're listening to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. I don't give a good damn whether he's taking it or he ain't taking it. I'm just telling y'all, my viewers, my listeners, don't take it. Don't fall for the okie doke and don't drink the goddamn Kool-Aid, also known as Clorox and Pine Sol or whatever, or Lysol or whatever he had people drinking 3 or 4 weeks ago. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. Y'all know I'm stupid. Don't do it. Don't do it. This ain't no damn Jim Jones. This ain't Jim Jones. This ain't Jim Jones. Jim Jones ain't gave their asses but one flavor Kool-Aid. This motherfucker here, he giving y'all all kind of flavors you could take. Okay? Don't do it. I'm telling you. I don't give a damn how good it look. I don't care how much lying they gonna do on TV or what. Don't do it. Don't do it. This drug is also used in the aquatic world for like aquariums and what have you. People can get hold to it. Again, it's mostly for lupus patients, people with arthritis, severe arthritis, and some other things. And it's been known to work great with those patients as long as they are being monitored by physicians and what have you. But it is not for that. It is not for this, what they're saying it is for and can be used for. And why anyone would want to swallow this, I don't know. But it's perfectly fine that the dotard in chief wants to swallow some hydroxychloroquine, but I really believe that he's telling a bald-faced lie as usual. You can't believe anything this man says. So, like I'm saying, he's probably lying. Yes, they probably wrote the script, went and got a bottle of it so that everybody could see. And then because if y'all listen to what he said when he announced it, he was kind of stuttering and stammering a little bit and kind of stumbling over his words, like, well, yeah, I've been taking it for about a week and a half now, and bitch, you don't even know you've been taking it for a week and a half. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Let's do the math. A week and a half. A week is 7 days. A half a week is 3.5 days. Okay? You don't know the difference, and you can't seem to recollect that you've been on it for a week and a half, and you got to, no, your ass ain't taking it. You just trying to get this lie together that's going to roll off your fucking tongue like normal, like he normally does. But anyway, we've been rocking with this man now for nearly 4 years. We know the drill. He full of shit. Okay? He full of shit. So don't believe him. But y'all stay safe. Do whatever it is you have to do to keep yourself safe. Like I said before, and I'm just going back over the things that I talked about for the people that came in a little later, is May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We all know, we all live in each of our bodies. No two of them are alike. And we all know within our own self when something just doesn't feel so right. And all I'm saying is, if it hasn't been feeling so right and you've been a little down or something ain't going right, seek out medical attention. Let's not even think about hearing about the stigma that goes behind the word mental health. Let's try to erase that and do whatever is necessary to keep ourselves safe and our mental health healthy, as well as our physical health healthy. Okay? Because right now it's a trying time, y'all, and we do not need to be going around willy-nilly style, hanging out, hanging loose, and just a ticking time bomb about to explode. We just don't need that. After this is all said and done, and we can all come together and hug and laugh and talk and look back on this, there's going to be a lot of people, y'all, that are going to need psychiatric treatment. There's going to be a lot of people. Unfortunately, there is. And that's just the way it is. But start now getting those coping skills, doing some things for your own self, taking time out from your busy day or your stressful day, and getting yourself, having time for yourself, feeling good about yourself, doing something good for your own self. Children and everything, yes, they come first, but we have to maintain ourselves also. So you definitely want to practice good self-care, y'all. Please do that for me as well as for yourself. It is very, very important. Yes, Dennis, the man we already know, honey. He is lying. He's nothing but lies. And it is what it is. But if he taking hydroxychloroquine, I hope that they hurry up and increase the dosage on him and stuff, so they could go ahead and get rid of whatever needs to get rid of or whatever. Just increase the dosage every day. That's just my thoughts, But anyway, whatever. I'm not gonna be on here long, y'all. It's a little after 10. One of my fellow YouTubers perhaps is on. I'm not sure. I am going to let you guys go. I will probably do another live probably on Saturday or Sunday, just because around the holiday. And I will be, I'm hoping to have, right now I'm working on a couple things. I'm hoping to have a couple of good things that I can announce that's going to be on sale this weekend and into Memorial Day. And perhaps I'm probably going to post maybe a recipe or two on my blog over at www.unapologetic-time-with-pg.com. So if you'd like, definitely y'all will want to go over to that sometime this weekend and peruse through the blog, and you'll see a few new things that I have added. But definitely, I'll probably go on live sometime on Saturday or early on Sunday. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. And someone out here needs to hear the words, I love you. Definitely. The PG loves you. And someone needs to hear the words, trouble does not last always. This too, y'all, what we're going through right now will pass. How long it's going to take, I don't know. I can't even begin to tell you. But I know there is an end. You know, it ain't nowhere in sight right now, but there is an end. And hopefully we all live to tell about it. Let's stay safe, and we will rejoice sooner or later at the end of this whatever this is, this catastrophe, this I don't know what it's just so much y'all going on. I can't even begin to think about just the virus. It's a lot going on, y'all. But we will be able to talk about this and look back on this and smile, and we'll be able to say, and we'll have a testimony to say how we got over. That's right. Everybody don't know about that, but that, yeah, how I got over. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it's coming, y'all. Just give it your best shot. Live each day to the fullest, and definitely take it day by day. Love you. Peace out. Bye now.